A particle of mass 5 kilograms is moving with constant velocity 10 meters per second. That's it here. And it collides with a second particle of mass 6 kilograms, moving in the same straight line with the opposite direction and a speed of 5 meters per second. So that's this situation here. Then, after the collision, the 6 kilogram particle moves with a speed 2 meters per second in the direction opposite to its original direction of motion. That's it here. Using the law of conservation of momentum, find the velocity of the 5 kilogram particle after the collision, find the impulse imparted onto each particle, and find the total loss of kinetic energy during the collision. So before, we have the situation set up there, and we are going to use our law of conservation of momentum. So that's going to be 5 times 10 plus 6 times minus 5 is equal to 5 times v plus 6 times 2. And 5 times 10 minus 6 times minus 5 is going to give us 20, is equal to 5v plus 6 2's are 12. So take 12 over and I get 8 is equal to 5v. So 8 over 5 meters per second is my velocity. Moving on to the next part, I want the impulse. So remember, impulse is the change in momentum, which is mv minus mu. So if we're looking at the 5 kilogram particle, we're going to get our impulse is 5 times 8 over 5 minus 5 times 10, which is going to give us minus 42 Newton seconds. Then if we're looking at the 6 kilogram particle, our impulse is going to be the same. It's going to be 6 times 2 minus 6 times minus 5, which is 42. And again, notice that the impulses have the same magnitude but opposite direction. Then moving on, the next part asks us to find the total loss of kinetic energy. So if I want the loss of the kinetic energy, it's going to be the kinetic energy afterwards minus the kinetic energy before. So that's going to be a half m1 v1 squared plus a half m2 v2 squared minus a half m1 u1 squared plus a half m2 u2 squared. And that's going to be a half times 5 times 8 over 5 squared plus a half times 6 times 2 squared minus a half times 5 times 10 squared plus a half times 6 times 5 squared. And I just put that into my kinetic energy and I get a loss of 306.6 joules.